If you're learning backend development in 2026 the same way you were learning it in 2018, then you are already behind. We have seen so many interesting developments in the complete software ecosystem altogether, and now I believe it's a time that you actually change the way you learn backend development altogether. And now, along with that, AlgoCamp has launched its 5th iteration for the Lambda backend development course with Node.js. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about what are some of the new things that are actually added in this 5th iteration of the advanced backend development course in Node.js. What are some of the new interesting projects, what are the interesting set of concepts, and how this complete course is going to be done in a more AI powered way. So without any further ado, let's just start. But before starting the video, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing because we are going to put some really awesome content coming up here. So let's just start. Now, if you're already aware about what's actually going on in the software ecosystem, then you must be already knowing the fact that for software engineer 1 and let's say internship kind of like a role, the bar is now extremely high. Why? Because most of the mundane tasks, most of the commonly done tasks, most of the CRUD level tasks are already done with AI now. And this has been one of the philosophies with AlgoCamp, that we wanted to make sure that everybody is not just learning the stuff to just do bare minimum CRUD APIs, but also go beyond and learn and understand distributed systems, understand high scaled architecture, complex project building, and so on. And that's what makes Lambda 5.0 extremely different from whatever you are learning at this point of time. In Lambda 5.0, we are going to start from absolutely beginner level backend development in Node.js. But we are not going to just let you write CRUD APIs altogether. We are going to move one step ahead and we are going to understand high scale architectures. We are going to understand the concepts of distributed system, and the best part, we are going to actually implement it all together. This is a very similar thing that we are already doing in our other Spring Boot cohort, but this time in Lambda 5.0, there is a lot of more additions that we are going to do. So in the further part of the video, I'm going to talk about what are all the new and interesting stuff that we have added in Lambda 5.0. Now, because of the fact that everybody is now developing software using AI, starting from API designing, overall design documentation, overall understanding the DB architecture, and in fact, a lot of code writing as well is being done by AI. But it doesn't make sense that you do not write code yourself if you are in the learning phase, right? So that's why in Lambda 5.0, we have kept a hybrid and a mix of both, right? We're going to start with absolutely beginner level backend development altogether, but step by step and in a more faster way, we are going to migrate towards AI tools, which are going to actually help us in making backend development process much easier. But of course, because of this, we are going to increase a lot of complexities in the projects that we are going to build. We are going to build some real world projects which require you to have deep understanding of computer systems, distributed system architectures, system design, and also writing very clean and maintainable code using a lot of low level design principles. So that is going to be the main agenda altogether. We are going to start with Node.js internals. We are going to understand what Node.js is. We'll start migrating towards Express.js. We'll start writing basic APIs. And then immediately we are going to start understanding deep database concepts. We are going to understand not just that how you can connect to a database and let's say make queries, but rather than how you can scale your databases, how you can actually implement replication strategies, how you can actually work with some more interesting databases, which are let's say some write heavy databases like Cassandra, which is very good for some write heavy load altogether. How exactly the architecture of Cassandra works, right? How exactly you can integrate Cassandra with a Node.js application. We are going to see some interesting RDBMS like MySQL and some other NoSQLs like Redis and MongoDB as well. So we are going to go extremely deep in the database architecture. We'll try to understand how exactly database works on different indexes like B tree based index, LSM tree based index. And then we'll take all of this knowledge and try to apply in some set of projects. Similarly, for communication standards, we'll try to first of all understand what is the basic networking architecture, but then we'll move towards API. We'll see what are basic REST APIs, but then we are going to make one move and one step ahead, and we'll try to understand how you can actually make multiple microservices communicate through RPCs, right? What are the other ways of doing communication using server-sent events, using WebSockets? So this will give you a broader architecture on how exactly other applications are also built. This is a very important pain point that a lot of people face, that whatever domain domain they are actually working with, they have only the common knowledge about that domain. But because of AI tools and because of the fact that we can move very fast using AI, we will be able to explore so many different domain of projects altogether. We'll try to understand the concept of event sourcing and asynchronous processing. We'll try to see how you can use systems like Kafka and similar system like Amazon Kinesis to actually have stream processing into the picture. How you can scale Kafka, how you can think about the partitioning strategy of Kafka, right? What are the deep internal concepts of Kafka? We'll try to understand things in this particular way. We'll see the other stream processing, like how exactly Redis stream is different from Kafka. We'll try to understand Redis real-time PubSub. We'll try to understand message queues like Amazon SQS and how exactly they are different from each other and which particular queue is going to be used in which particular use cases. So you can see we are going to actually tackle some really wide variety of concepts altogether. Now, because of the fact that now a lot of things are going to be done by AI, language is just actually not any kind of like a friction. Language is just going to be a means to actually make meaningful projects. So we are going to understand some important system architectures, right? We'll take very different type of projects that we are going to use and understand how system design of these projects are done, and by taking those system design concepts, we'll try to actually implement those. We'll try to talk about concepts around distributed transactions. What is distributed transactions? Why do you technically need it? What is a two-phase commit? How exactly SAGA works? Orchestration based SAGA, choreography based SAGA, and then technically implement a project around it. We'll try to understand workflow based systems as well, that how exactly you can have different workflows, and then we will try to implement SAGA first ourselves, and then we'll also make a project where we are going to use the concept of SAGA and the concept of workflow based systems, and together we are going to make a more real world and production grade application. We'll try to see different technologies using temporal.io. We'll try to see other scheduling mechanisms and so on. This is going to actually help you understand how meaningful and real big scale projects are actually made. We'll try to move towards cloud technology. We'll try to actually see that how exactly you can deploy things on cloud, and try to put some load testing effort as well, that how you can put actual real life load on these cloud technologies and how you can actually deploy a project and see what scale your system is actually able to handle. So this is going to be a lot of hands-on. This is going to be a lot of interesting deep concepts around change data capture using, let's say, Debezium, concepts around Elasticsearch and whatnot. I'll put a complete list of all the topic that we are going to cover in the description section below, but this is going to be a power-packed course around backend engineering, first principles of backend engineering using Node.js, and we are going to make sure that we use a mix of JavaScript along with TypeScript. Now, coming to projects, we are going to talk about a lot of interesting projects altogether, right? So the list of projects are as follows. We are going to actually start with some simpler set of projects to actually understand the concepts. We are going to make things around an Airbnb application. We are going to make a splitwise application, right? A few of these applications will also be having front end. So this is something that we have added new, that along with the backend APIs will also provide you some front end that you can actually integrate and see how the application is working. So we'll make something like Airbnb booking application, where we are going to understand so many different concepts around concurrency control, pessimistic, I would say concurrency control, optimistic locking, optimistic concurrency control, cache based locking strategies, right? Idempotency concepts and so on. We'll try to talk about splitwise, how you can actually deploy different strategies of algorithmic concepts, and try to understand how you can write REST APIs, gRPC based APIs and whatnot. We'll try to make a dedicated WhatsApp application which is going to work on top of WebSockets with a complete end-to-end chatting application with image upload like basic features as well. So these are going to be some set of basic projects that we are going to have. Post that, we are going to move one step ahead. We'll talk about things like Google Docs. We'll try to understand what is CRDT, why do you need a conflict-free replication data type, what are the different types of CRDT, and how CRDT can be used in order to make a Google Docs like application. We'll see the alternative of CRDT as well, which is operational transfer. So operational transformation. So all of these are very deep backend engineering concepts. We'll also make projects like a wallet, payment wallet kind of like a system. We'll try to understand the distributed transaction concept. We'll make an end-to-end workflow system very similar to a lot of companies like Rippling. And apart from all of this, there is going to be a lot of AI driven and AI powered projects as well. We'll try to make our own lovable clone, right? So that you can actually build systems and build sites by just giving prompt and actually triggering a couple of AI agents which can actually do the work for you. we are going to make kind of like a more set of AI driven projects, including AI assistant, which can actually help you to prepare for interviews, and a fitness assistant as well. So these kind of different projects where we will understand the concept of integrations around AI applications using LLMs. This is also actually included. We'll try to also solve some interesting problems around authentication. Most of the time you learn authentication, let's say via JWT token or session based auth, but we'll try to see some more modern authentication system, like how exactly you can use an authenticator app to implement a two-way auth altogether inside an application. We'll also see that how you can implement very simpler alternatives around this using Google based authentication, or let's say GitHub based authentication. We'll have different projects around movie streaming application, like live streaming using something like Twitch. So a lot of projects are actually added. The complete detailed list of all of the projects that we are going to build is going to be written in the description section below. Do check that out. This is going to be kind of like a hybrid course. We are going to have different live sessions. We are going to have a lot of recorded content as well that you can start consuming right away. This is going to actually make sure that you build yourself as a backend engineer, because nowadays, as I said, language and framework is not the friction altogether. You should be somebody who is able to architect interesting systems well. You're able to write code in a more cleaner way because you are getting assisted a lot of things through AI, and you need to understand the concepts well. You need to understand the deep scaling strategies well. That's going to be the focus altogether. I would highly recommend you guys to do check out the course page in the description section below. All the details about the syllabus, what are the topics that are going to be covered, all of your different type of questions are going to be answered right away. Where the batch is going to start at the end, I would say the end week of April. So do check out the link in the description section below and use this coupon code coming on your screen to get massive discount. This is an early bird discount that that AlgoCamp is going to run. Use this coupon code to get some massive discount on the current price altogether. This is going to be one-stop solution where you are going to learn actual real-life backend development, and we are also going to make sure that you get some understanding about the basic front-end as well, that we are going to provide you not for all the projects but a lot of them as well. So do check out all the details. I'll make a dedicated video on the complete syllabus, every single point that we are going to cover in the batch. So keep an eye, do subscribe to the channel to get the notification about that particular video. And let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about the syllabus? Let me know how do you feel that what this offering of Lambda 5.0 is going to help you as in becoming a better software engineer altogether. That being said, let's wrap this particular video here. We're going to meet soon in the next set of videos. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. I'm Sanket Singh, signing off.